Welcome to Samsa Classes Bhubaneswar. This is Mr. Praveer Kumar Patnaik, Department of English. Today I am starting a new topic from the second year Science, Arts and Commerce non-detailed study, the doctor's ward. The doctor's ward. Okay, and it is written by R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is a Rasipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayan Swami, who was born in 1906 and died in 2001. He is an English writer, novelist, but Indian English novelist. He is Indian English novelist and the short story writer. His narratives and extend the provide a feel for his character through everyday life. He has brought out the humor and energy for ordinary life and displayed compassionate humanism in his fiction. He has created a fictional town called Malgudi, stood for reality. Okay, today this topic is for the second year Science and Commerce students. Before that, I am going to say you a few words regarding the doctor's ward. The doctor's ward, which helps the patients to be alive. Rather than medicine, a word, soothing word of doctor should make it clear. So before that, I am going to give a burning example of different doctors who had done the practice and they are able to make the life successful by God's grace. But here, one thing remember, doctors what are the words of God. Doctor is ultimately the second form of God. You see, and in my opinion, and I have an example. I have seen a person who backed his reputation for the social service and became the great successor and also earned his name and fame and occupied a position in the Guinness Book of World Records. His name is Dr. Surendranath Das, MD. He belongs to a remote village, a small village named Tota, under Banpur Tehsil of Khordha district in the state of Odisha. You know, thousands and thousands of patients come to him and he never feels bored because they come to him for the treatment. But something is behind it. They come to him to listen the soothing words from him. And it is the form I have seen in my own eyes. I have listened from thousands of people. Not only is he a doctor, but also a soother, a smooth-speaking man at that moment. You see how it is. And here you see another thing is a topic we are going to read now. A doctor's word saves lives both with his skill and more with his words. Really, a doctor's place is now lives both his skill and with his words. Yes, do you agree? Yes, we shall agree because doctors are really the gods. And here you see, and patients' lives, patients' wills to survive is what matters. What a doctor says, it depends on the doctor's speech, how far the disease is extravagant, how far the disease is common, but it depends upon the words of the doctor. People believe in him. You see what it is. Therefore, we say a doctor saves lives both with his skill and more with his words. Okay, and it is because the patient's will to survive is what matters. Soothing words of a doctor work miraculously for a patient to survive. Okay, so in this chapter I am going to tell you a story. It's very clear and lucid, written by R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan, what the doctor's duty in the society. You just wait for this one, and we start the text now. For it was no. Here you see. So here you see. One topic is good. Let us start this one from here. People came to him when the patient was on his last legs. People came to him when the patient was on his last leg. On his last leg means when the patient was going to collapse at the verge of death. At that moment they come there. Dr. Raman often burst out, why couldn't you have come a day earlier? Why couldn't you have come a day earlier? It's a suggestion. He puts question to the patients. Why did you not come one day earlier? Why did you come now? It is the last moment. But it's a suggestion in the soothing word. Here, the reason was obvious, visiting fee 25 rupees, and more than that, people like to sit the fact that the time had come to call in Dr. Raman. For them, there was something ominous in the very association. Actually, गोटे रिजन अच्छे दीटा कौन पे से माने डॉक्टर पाखु शेष समय आसंती. फर्स्ट थिंग इज नाउ द visiting fee was 25 rupees. At that moment 25 rupees was very big amount, nobody could afford. But another thing is now, that is the reason is that they sit back, they conceal something from the doctor to tell, because what will come out of his mouth, it will be the right thing in the life. So therefore at the last moment they come to him, either or they think. But it is what? Here, this is for the common thing. And here, for them, there was something ominous in the very association. As a result, when the big man came on the scene, it was always a quick decision on one way, quick decision one way and or another. There was no scope for time for any kind, the waving of the whitewashing. Because why? One thing or another, either or. भल हम नचेत शेष ये से माने शेष समय आसिक पहुँची जाती डॉक्टर पाखे. तो डॉक्टर क्वेश्चन पचारे से कथाटी उत्तर दे पारती किंतु ये कथाटी भावी. तेणु देयर वाज नो स्कोप फॉर टाइम ऑफ एनी काइंड ऑफ वेवरिंग और व्हाइट वाशिंग. बिकॉज वेवरिंग और व्हाइट वाशिंग, नो डुप्लीकेट थिंग, नथिंग एल्स एंड नो रॉन्ग थिंग ही कुड से. केबे से केबे मिछ कहि पारंती नाही. Long years of practice of this kind had bred in the doctor a certain cut truthfulness. For that every reason his opinion was valued. Long years of practice, he had the long experience of this one, and long experience. After this long experience, he says what is right, what is wrong, what is yes, what is no. Different things are here. But he was not a mere doctor expressing an opinion, but a judge pronouncing a verdict. Means what is real judgment? After clear discernment, after clear diagnosis, the word comes out of his mouth and it is 100% sure. And either or, if the patient will survive or the patient will die. So the patient's life hung on his words. Patients are trembling, attendants are trembling. What happens to us? Because what will come out of his mouth, it will be the last. So this never unduly worried Dr. Raman, because Dr. Raman never cares. Why? It is the real truth, naked truth. He wanted to express his naked truth. He never believed that agreeable words ever saved life. He didn't think it was any of his business to provide unnecessary dope when, as a matter of course, nature would tell them truth in a few hours. Naturally, आज ही कथा लुचई दबो, काल की कथाटा बढ़ी जीवो. सत्यटा निजे आगक आसो कारण रोग को कहीं रखिपारे ना तेणु डॉक्टर कह प्रथम दिन से रोगटा को डायग्नोसिस करती प्रकृत में निदान करती से निदान जो से केवल डरती कहले आज मिछ कहीदेवी कि काली तो कथा धरा पड़ तेणु मु पैसा उपर मोर इच्छा ना मतलब ना रोगीर प्रकृत कंडीशन कौन तार उपर मत सेवा करा पड़ो देयरफॉर ही वाज नॉट वरीड एंड ही वाज नॉट बदर्ड एंड डॉक्टर रमन was not worried for this one. He never believed that agreeable words would save the patient. No, nothing else. So here you see, another thing. He never believed that agreeable words ever saved lives. He did not think it was any of this of his business to provide unnecessary dope when as a matter of course nature would tell him the truth in a few hours. से केबे कथाटा को लुचांतिनी से अन्य मान आगे एक्सप्रेशन कर दियंती. However, when he glimpsed a fainted sign of hope, he rolled up his sleeve and stepped into the arena. जितेबले सामान्य टिके अल्प टिके सूचना से पाई जानती even 1,000th part of the hope, he was ready to treat. बाहरी आसंदी ताको ट्रीटमेंट करबा पाई. It might be hours or days, but he never withdrew till he wrested the prize from Yama's hands. Means जमराज थ्रू जीवनटा छोड़े न आनिला पर्यंत से केबे सुअंती नाही, विश्राम नियंती नाही. घंटे लागू 2 घंटा लागू 5 दिन लागू 1 सप्ताह लागू 1 मास लागू से केबे पछंती नाही. Therefore Jamaraj was standing outside and the doctor is inside. There is some tussle between the two, and who will keep it, doctor or Yamaraj? So he, if once tried, he never surrendered till the life is there. Therefore people believed him.